Coming up on this edition of Carolina Insider. Tune into your creative side with a feature of a local artist's work, which will soon be displayed at Artista Vista next month. Also ahead, a possible ban is looming over a popular social media app. But first, how the economy is complicating Gen Z's plans of saving for their futures.
Yeah, I have, a savings account right now, just casually saving.
Carolina Insider starts now. Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Taylor Cooper. Our top story today: recent troubles with FAFSA and increasing rent are creating a money-draining duo for college students, leaving them struggling to prepare for life after their diploma. Here with more on that story is Carolina Insider's Emma Connelly from the newsroom. Emma?
Thanks, Taylor. College is often the transition period from youth to adulthood, but many Gen Z college students may not be ready to take that leap. New data from eMarketer shows nearly 60% of Gen Z using a mobile banking app are not comfortable saving for retirement or higher education. A similar percentage are also not saving for big-ticket items, like a house or car. USC students I talked to say a lack of financial literacy in education and inflation are affecting them.
There should be more knowledge to college students about loans, credit, things like that for when we get into, the real world.
Everything's more expensive, and I don't think wages have really adjusted for inflation.
If you need help with financial literacy, the university offers a money management program featuring peer consultants and an online module called Cash Course. This program is award-winning and free of cost to undergraduate students, but is not a requirement for graduation. To learn more about available financial management resources, you can visit the Student Success Center or visit the website shown previously. Back to you, Taylor.
Thanks, Emma. For Gen Z, America's potential ban of TikTok may be on their minds because of recent House legislation, but Senate lawmakers say they aren't likely to take up the bill anytime soon. Last week, House lawmakers voted in favor of a bill that could ban the popular social media app if its Chinese-based company doesn't give up ownership. According to the news agency Reuters, some U.S. senators aren't willing to take up the bill now because they want time to address the issue. Some are worried about cutting out a large group of young voters who are against the ban. Due to a change in the law, for the very first time, you can now order birth control pills over the counter. O-Pill is available on the internet without a doctor's visit or prescription and costs $20 a month without insurance. The pill is currently sold on opill.com and Amazon, but will soon be available in pharmacies like CVS and Walgreens. One of Columbia's biggest art events is coming back in April for its 32nd year. Artista Vista celebrates the arts and culture of Columbia. Our Jack Taylor has more on one local craftsman whose work will be on display at the week-long event.
In a world of many mediums of artistic expression, glass-blowing sculptures has remained under the radar. Glass-blowing is a method of using colored molten glass and natural gas ovens to create figurines. The process involves rolling colored glass onto a mold, twisting the colors into the given pattern, sculpting the right shape, and adding finishing touches. One-eared cow in Columbia is a great example of how a lesser-known art form can provide for a family business. Longtime owner and former USC graduate Tom Lockhart knows all there is to know about the fundamentals.
Each piece takes anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes to a couple of hours per item, just depending on what it is.
The bulk of the day for Tom entails making like items for a certain batch with the occasional crafting of a custom order. Gallery manager Katrina Lockhart says that One-Eared Cow sees an influx of orders every holiday.
If they can imagine it, my husband can make it, to a degree.
One-Eared Cow is only one of a few studios in the Richland area that offers such a technique. You can see more from them and other related glassblowing efforts at Artista Vista in April this year. For Carolina Insider, I'm Jack Taylor.
Lastly, both the men and women's basketball teams are going dancing at the NCAA tournament. The women took the tournament's #1 overall seed for the 3rd consecutive year. They'll kick off March Madness with a first-round game at 2 p.m. this Friday in the Colonial Life Arena against whoever wins tonight's matchup between Sacred Heart and Presbyterian. That game is at 7, also here in Columbia. As for the men, they'll play in the tourney for the first time since 2017 as the 6th seed in the Midwest region. That'll be tomorrow in Pittsburgh at 4 p.m. on TNT. That's it for this edition of Carolina Insider. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.